Good day, my professor and everyone. My name is Kisantini Chanderan, matrix number 285793. My journal topic is changing consumer preferences in Malaysia to identify the factors influencing the fast food choice and the frequency of fast food consumptions. For the introduction, we focus to investigate how consumers prefer for fast food consumptions. We also find some factors that influence the fast food consumptions by consumer to increase or decrease their preferences toward fast foods, which is a price factor, advertisement factor, product differentiation factor, income factor, taste factor, and the process preservative factor. This is the factor affect most of consumer preferences towards the fast food consumptions. And for the methodology part, we used to detect the factor which one is more effect in OLS method, which is multiple regression model. This is the equation in the screen. We are already in the screen got. So the equation is got a y is the consumer preferences, and beta 0 is the y-intercept, and x represent as each factors just now I mentioned, and then e is the error of the model. For the chapter 4, this is the important table we consider, which is a regression table. Based on the table, the coefficients of negative 0.019 indicates that an increase in the total price factor leads to a decrease in consumer preferences. However, this is not significant at a 5% because the p-value is a 0.887. The next one, the coefficient is also indicates negative 0.049. That is an increase in product differentiation. It's a decrease in consumer preferences. This factor also not statistically significant at 5% by the p-value 0.752. The next one is the coefficient of 0.431 indicates that it's an increase in advertisement efforts significantly increase consumer preferences towards the fast foods. So this relationship is statistically significant at 1% level, p-value 0.008. Additionally, the coefficients of 0.330 indicates that higher consumer income significantly increases consumer preferences. This relationship also statistically significant at the 5% level, that the p-value is 0.029. And the next one is the coefficients of negative 0.288 suggests that an increase in use of processed preservatives significantly decrease the consumer preferences towards the fast foods. This relationship statistically significant at the 5% level, which is the p-value equals to 0.033. The last factor, which is a taste factor, coefficients of 0.336 indicates that the better taste of fast foods is increase or attract more consumers. So it's increase the consumer preferences. This relationship is statistically significant at the 5% by p-value equals to 0.022. The last in the table, I state that the R square. So the R square in our model explain 28.2% of the variance in the total consumer preferences. For the table, diagnostic indicates the maximum value in mahal distance of this data is 19.175, which is less than critical value 22.46. So from this we can conclude there is no outliers. This tests the null hypothesis that multiple R in the population equals to 0. The model research statistically significance at 0.019. In this case, null hypothesis is rejected. The sum square of the model is 364.741 and the mean square is 60.790. and the tolerance value for each variable is not less than 0.10. Therefore, we have not violated the multi-collineation assumptions. These are also supported by the VI values, which are well below the cutoff 10. These results support the Pearson correlation coefficients less than 0.7 between the independent variables. So lastly, we can conclude that no, there is no multicollinearity. The Cronbach alpha value shown in the table for all independent variables except total income is shown above 0.7 and for the income 0.806, which is 0.7s are acceptable and 0.8 are preferable or very good internal consistency reliability for the scale. This is the plot I use in a journal. So in the left hand side got a one plot and right hand side got one plot. For the first left hand side plot is shown in the point are expected to line in a reasonable straight diagonal line from bottom left to right. This will suggest no major deviations from normality. In right hand side plot, which is figure 2, state that residuals are expected to be roughly rectangularly distributed with most of the scores concentrated in the center. Deviations from centralized rectangles suggest some violations of the assumptions. The presence of outliers can be detected in this graph. In Maha's distance, just now I mentioned Maha distance, so no outliers, so that one is mentioned here. So we conclude that there are no outliers proof in Maha distance in table 4, which is the data is less than 19.175 and is less than the critical value 22.46. In conclusion, we can conclude that income factor, advertisement factor, taste of preferences factor are very important reasons to attract fast foods among Malaysian people because those variables have a positive relationship with the consumer preferences in this study. For implications, government and health advocates can use the research to create initiatives promoting better eating habits, such as they can increase nutrition in our fast foods, such as provide more vegetables in plates and so on. For the recommendations, expand on findings with the longitudinal data and larger sample sizes, integrated qualitative methodologies for deeper insight into consumer behavior. Overall, provides a foundation for future initiatives promoting healthier eating habits, advances understandings of factor influences of fast food consumptions in Malaysia. And thank you for listening my journal explanation or my journal presentation, and see you on my next presentation. Bye bye.